Hey there, beautiful soul friends. Drum roll, please. Sorry, I'm going to be pulling the cards from your pick a card reading in just a minute, but I wanted to share something with you first that is really important, that really just touched my soul today, and I just can't help but be overjoyed and want to share it with you. If you've not yet heard about the let them theory, you're going to want to check out this amazing book from Mel Robbins. She's an incredible author. She's helped so many people, and in our community, I've been sharing her like crazy, and she's been catching on like wildfire. And people are reaching out to me saying, "Oh my God, thank you for sharing her with me. She's amazing." So she's helped me. I hope she helps you. If you're interested in what it is she offers, I'm going to have a link in the description. Check it out. Check her out. I'll put her link as well in the description for her podcast. In the meantime, let's get into the cards. So if you're new here, welcome. I'm Lisa, the multifaceted medium. I am going to be pulling your pick card reading. So if you have not had a chance, take a nice deep breath before we even start this. And just clear your mind of all the things that no longer serve you, because you're here in this moment, in this space, to receive your own beautiful multifaceted message that'll help you hopefully transform your life in ways that you know not of yet. So I love that. Be open. Angel cards with us. I have some of the multifaceted message cards from manifestation with us. And I have some little clarifying angels that I'll also be pulling to go along with your cards. So not only do you just get the one card that you picked in the pick a card reading, but you're going to get a whole message to go along with it. It's going to be a multifaceted message that is timeless. If you're catching this on a day that just need to hear this message, God, the universe, the multiverse, your loved ones, it's divinely timed. And I truly believe that you're exactly where you need to be right now in this moment. So take a deep breath and pick a card right now, if you haven't had a chance to do so, out of 1, 2, 3, and 4 that feel right to you. Okay, great. Now that you've had a chance to do that, make sure you take a listen here. The first card that we're going to look at is Love Endures. This is card number 1. Love does not give up and lose faith. It is hopeful and it withstands every situation. So this is a really powerful card. And when I intuitively look at it, I'm drawn to the fact that they are in a boat. The water is quite tumultuous. So there's a lot of stuff going on here with this card. Energy, there's a lot of information being brought through. What's really cool here is there's a couple together. Now, this could be a male or female. Doesn't really matter. It doesn't read for sex. So whatever it is, if you know however it relates to you. For me, it could be me and a family member, right? So however that relates to you. Love endures no matter what you're going through. And that let them theory will help you with this, because anything you're going through, if it's something that you are trying to control, because usually that's the issue when we're trying to control something or something doesn't work out the way we think it should, the best thing we can do is learn to let them. And that's what she talks about. And it's not letting go, because letting go is really hard. And if you're anybody like me, letting go is hard. And, I've always been in the mindset of, oh, just let it go. Right. And so I would say that, but I never really could do it. So I thought I was doing it, but here I was still holding on to it. And you might find that you're doing that too. So this Love Endures card is saying that even in the rough patches of your life, learn to just focus on what's important in your life, letting everyone else be themselves and letting you be you, and following what feels right to your heart and what feels true. And that might always not be the easiest path. Okay. So like me, if you're anything like me, I tend to take the hard path just because I think that's part of my life lesson here. Not that I choose to do that all the time, but just seems like that's what's been coming up a lot. But then I also learned in my meditation this morning that God, I was having a great conversation with God, the multiverse, the universe, whatever you want to call it, the energy that's bigger than us, right? And so I knew in that divine moment that I was being spoken to by a higher power, and it felt like my higher power. And what was really cool about that is they were telling me to not be wrapped up in the energy of trying to control it all, but also letting go. But in letting go, that's where the lessons come and the blessings. And that's what we actually get from all that. So when we're able to let that go, that is part of the lesson we're here to learn. That's what I'm trying to say in a nutshell. It's the lesson you're trying to learn. And your soul came in to learn that specific lesson. So Remember that no matter what you're going through, love endures. This card is a 43, which would be a 7. So a very spiritual card, very spiritual time. Pay attention to the moon, the full moon, right? New relationships blooming from this, because you're first of all going to have a better relationship with yourself. So that's going to bloom and improve. I don't know about you, but I feel so much better today than I felt in such a long time. And having a really hard time. I didn't really share that with a lot of people, but it's been difficult. But here's the thing, we can always improve, right? So I went and had a spa day today, and I'll quick show you a couple little shots here from Penny and I. Are we here for spa day? What do you think? Come here. Come here. Come on. Come. Come here. And this is what it's like to have a spa day with your puppy. We were having a spa day, and I needed to take care of me. I needed to do something that felt good for myself. And I'm learning too to come out and be a little more authentic, because I thought I was, but I guess I still was holding a lot back. Fear of judgment, right? We all fear something, and it's kind of like just showing up and being ourselves. And when we are, the right people find us and love us. So, hey, welcome. So anyway, that's one of the messages for you if you chose card number 1. So I'm going to pull a couple angels on that for you, and I'm going to see what you need to know from the angels. So angels, what do they need to know? Whoever chose card number 1. Protection. So redirection, my friends, is a sign of protection. So if someone has walked away from you, and again, this again talks about a lot of the stuff in the book that I'm sharing with Mel Robbins. Make sure you check out the link to get her book. If you're seeing it now, which is the perfect time to see it, this is what you need to hear. So redirection is protection. So if someone has ghosted you, cut you out of their life, doesn't want anything to do with you for whatever reason, I like to say bless them and let them go. It's kind of like saying let them. It's just you're blessing them and you're letting them be them, because you can't control what you can't control. So I always say, angels, I give it to you. I bless them. I let them go. And that's my version of let them. I've been doing this for years and didn't realize it. But when her let them theory came out, it was like listening to her and Oprah have this like meaningful friendship girl conversation. I just was mind blown, because I'm like, wow, Oprah said it best. She's like, this is what I've been trying to say for the past, I don't know how many years she's been doing this, 20, 40 years, whatever. But it's the same thing I've been trying to say for the past 20, 40 years, whatever. It's like we are all trying to say the same thing. And sometimes it gets lost in translation. So know that the angels are surrounding you and they're protecting you when it comes to dealing with love that endures. So whether this is a loved one, a lover, a husband, a wife, a sister, a brother, a family member, a friend, past coworkers, whatever that is, love them more as best you can, but respect yourself and know that the angels are guiding and protecting you. I'm going to get you another angel. What else do you need to know from the angels today? This is a tiny deck today because I've been using it so much. I had those other cards separated, and Spirit said, just grab what you have. And I thought, okay, growth, my friend. This is all about soul growth. Soul growth is about, you tuning into you developing that relationship with yourself that really only you can provide. And that soul growth can only come when you do the work on yourself. If you want to ever further that and dive deeper into that soul growth, unfoldment of your soul's purpose and maybe what you're supposed to be here doing, we have an intuitive development group, and I'd be happy to connect with you, invite you into our soul group, and we can check that out. I'll put a link in the description below, but if you're interested and want to know more, just let me know. All right, so protection and growth. I'm going to pick you one more angel. Let's see. And again, this is for anyone who chose card number 1. How's everybody doing today? And where are you from? If you're seeing this, I'm learning to really connect with people and ask better questions. So first of all, I want to know where you're from. I want to know if you're enjoying this. And yeah, just curious where you're at, right? So connections, you cannot make this up if you tried. Thank you, angels, for providing me with all that I need. And right now, I can feel so many of my loved ones and spirit ones coming in. Maybe you're feeling that too. I feel like you're probably feeling a lot of spirit connection. And if you're listening to this and getting like the chills, especially those ones that come up over your shoulders, that is a hug from the spirit world. If you want to learn more about that, again, connect with me. I would love to have you in our community. We would love to be able to embrace you and support you so you feel seen, heard, nurtured, and loved. But connections, there are so many connections being made. So if you're new here, I'm a small YouTuber. If you're a small YouTuber and you need your channel to grow, I'm going to suggest what I saw another YouTuber do, and I will post her link below as well. I can't think of her name offhand, but she was awesome just being herself. And it really encouraged me to stop trying to pretend that I have to, show up and create a show. It's just me being me. And I feel like I've always done that, but I always felt like I had to be so perfect and put together and my hair had to be just right and blah, blah, blah. If you notice my couple last videos, my hair was up in a bun. I could have cared less. Today I did some makeup, but I feel good today and I feel good about me. And I wanted to just show up and be me. So again, connections. If you're trying to connect and get that connection with the spirit world, they're probably trying to connect with you too. So pay attention to feathers and coins and butterflies and hearts and you name it, they're everywhere. So I'm just going to share this with you. Someone is sending you love from above. This is one of the hearts I found over on my little river island, which is right near my home. I absolutely love it. I call it our little river oasis. But love from above, my friend. I'm sending this out to you. Someone in the spirit world feels like a female, could be an aunt or a grandmother, someone that you were close with, could even be your mother energy. I feel like there's definitely female energy coming in for anyone who chose number one. Connection in the spirit world. There is a female trying to reach you. And I want to say, so funny. I just heard, so I don't know if this connects with anybody, but ahoy, matey. I don't know who that's for, but just going to share that. It reminded me, ahoy, chips ahoy. Like, I don't know. And that just reminds me of being a kid and eating cookies and, all that other good stuff. But if ahoy matey sounds good to you or it sounds more like male. So there could be a male energy coming in as well. But again, that just popped in my head out of the blue. So if that fits for you, let us know in the comments below. If not, take what you can and leave the rest. But I'm going to pull a couple clarifying angels just to clarify the things that came through for you today. Oh my goodness, this is the perfect card. So out of the entire deck, number one, the synthesis. This card is one of the best cards. And the reason it is one of the best cards is because everything is coming together exactly as it should. There's really nothing you need to do in order to make things flow. I mean, granted, you have to go out and do certain things when there's things you want to improve in your life, or, if you're trying to find a job or doing something like that. But as far as you trying to control it, you can just release all control. You can let them, and you're going to notice how much more peaceful and happy your life becomes. So that is your card there. And so those are the cards for card deck pile number one. So if you chose number one, I hope that made sense to you. Definitely check it out. Let us know and leave your comment in the comments below. What you don't see coming, just going to share this with you too. What you don't see coming is healing. And healing is what we're all looking for, right? We're all here to walk each other home and be in a beautiful space of receiving, giving, and healing. That's my feeling of what we're all here for, is to learn to grow and evolve, heal, and then transition back to the spirit world so that we can then go on and either be guides in the spirit world. We can help our loved ones by being a guide that way. We can also grow and evolve over there. Maybe we become healers. Maybe we do other things. There's so many things, and the sky's the limit, right? We don't know. We don't know what we don't know until we get there. But this is what I've learned from the spirit world and what I've understood to be true so far. So I hope that makes sense to you. All right. So number one, what your soul needs to know, I keep doing this because I had to see what it said. Be positive, 8, 9, 10. And their card was a 7, and one is 8, another abundance card. And be positive, practice gratitude to increase positivity and attract positive outcomes. So that's perfect for what we were saying earlier about connections and all that kind of stuff. So definitely know that that's a really good card for you. Who chose number 2? So I haven't looked at any of these cards yet either. So these are, I just pulled them. I kind of swished the deck across, and I should have recorded that, but I did it over here on the chair. And I just swished the deck across, and I heard, pull that one, pull this one, pull that one. And that's what I did. I'm very clairaudient. I hear spirit very clearly. I also see them, feel them, sense them, and know things. And you might have that too. That might be one of your clairs, one of your senses. So number two, card number two is, so it's a 6, which is all about relationships, right? So it's time to rest and relax. That's what's essential for you right now. Rest and relaxation. And so this is an interesting card. So yeah, this is a really interesting card because it's all about, healing, like we were just saying from the last card. So a lot of these cards too will carry on one to the other. So if that works for you too, take what you can and leave the rest. But this card here, this card about essential rest and relaxation, essential R&R. It is essential for your mind, body, soul, and spirit. And so if you've not yet checked out my gift certificate sale, if it's still going on, you can purchase a gift certificate for either a reading or a multifaceted healing session, and you would get one free. So if you're interested in that, I'll also put that in the link below. So rest and relaxation is absolutely essential for our minds to relax, our body to be in a state of peace, our soul to be happy, and our spirit to be filled with joy. And in order to have those 4 things, we have to have complete peace. And the only way to get that best is to allow our soul to rest. And I find when people come in for healing sessions, I am not the healer. I am just the vehicle to facilitate and hold that space for the person to lay on the table. And I provide vehicle through which spirit works. And when they work their magic, like I'm just the vehicle. It's amazing. I'm absolutely wowed when they're working through me because I'm just like, wow, what are they doing? It's fascinating. But the client will share with me during, afterwards, sometimes mostly afterwards because they're relaxing, how amazing their experience was and how they felt like they were held between the worlds and they were so blissed out and how much they needed to let go and relax. That's what you need. R&R. Doesn't matter how you get it, whether it's with me, whether it's in person, I do it online. I actually just worked with someone. We did a healing session. She was absolutely amazed. I'll put her testimony at the end so you can check that as well. She was absolutely amazed at how much better she felt after her session. So rest and relaxation is essential for you to be healthy in your own body, which is a relationship with you and your own mind, body, spirit, and soul. But also when you feel better and you're at the top of your game, guess what, friends? You are the one who fills up your cup. And when your cup is full, you can give to others. When your cup is empty, guess what? You can't give to anybody, not even yourself. You guys being here and being in my space is what's filling up my cup. So thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. I am just so grateful today. I feel like I'm oozing gratitude and I love that. And you might be noticing back here, I'm just going to share with you what this is before we go any further with the cards. So I work a lot with essential oils. These are tools you can use in your mind, body, spirit, and also in your life. Everybody can use something that could help them as a tool, as their first line of defense, or as just something that is like a quick fix. It works fast. Like I'll tell you, emotionally, it's the #1 collection I recommend for my people. Highly sensitive, empathic souls. So that's probably you if you're here right now and this is all resonating with you. The green box back there is our new vitamins. They are absolutely amazing. And yes, I am sponsoring my own commercial. So here's the thing. If you're interested in any of this, I have all the links below, but I quickly want to tell you what it is. Those vitamins, you can drink them. I actually had a big glass like this and I drank my vitamins this morning. I feel amazing. And as you can tell, I've got some killer energy today. And I truly believe, and I attribute it to that. I haven't taken them in a couple of days because I was just kind of feeling down with the weather being so rainy the last 3 days. I took it today. I mean, yeah, the sun's out, but I got a burst of energy like you wouldn't believe. There's a product up top that's a probiotic that is absolutely amazing and it's double encapsulated. So it actually gets right through to the gut where it's supposed to go and doesn't dissolve in the stomach. It goes through to the gut. So it's definitely a really good probiotic. We have a new frankincense capsule that's out of this world think of king of oils as frankincense. If Jesus can use it, it's good for everybody. Right here, this yellow bottle is their new fish oil that tastes amazing. It's the flavor of orange. So no more fishy fish oils, right? I don't even swallow it. It's a big pill. So I bite into it and then I get a burst of orange, wild orange. And I'm like, this is freaking amazing. And there you go. And you take 3 of them a day. It's amazing. It's like candy throughout the day. I love it because it supports a healthy immune system. And if you're interested in any of that, all of it will be linked below. If you want to discuss this further, I'm happy to have a curiosity call with you. You can reach me through my website, themultifacetedmedium.com/contact. And so these cards that I'm going to get into in a little bit here are my multifaceted manifestation cards. And so these cards are the deck that I created. Absolutely love them. They're a little holographic. They're just a great card with a very simple message, great for beginners who are learning how to develop their gifts and abilities, use them in our community. I just feel like they're super easy to read. It's just really what your soul needs to know. So we're going to get into those as well today. My lovely journal I created, it's a journal for your spirit signs when they're coming in. So as these synchronicities and feathers and dimes and different things are coming into your life, or you're journaling in the morning and you have this great experience, that's a great book to journal in. The cover is really nice. It's a matte finish, and I think you guys will love it. I use it. I had bought a bunch of them, and I'm actually on my 5th one already. I just keep filling them up and starting another one. So if that works for you, definitely check it out below. All right. So back to the cards. Thank you so much for being here. So rest and relaxation, like I said, it's essential for you to be in a complete state of wellness and to be focused more on you than everything that's going on in the world around you. So we all have this fundamental need to take a break. I don't like to say break because our words are so influential on our subconscious mind. So when you say, oh, I need a break, be careful what you say. The last person who I know said that was a family member of mine, and she ended up breaking her leg. So I like to say I need a respite. So if you need a respite, just be mindful of your words, because the words we use, the subconscious mind does not know if you're kidding or if you're serious. And that's a big, big thing to remember. It took me a long time to figure that out. So always talk to yourself with love and encouragement. I have a family member who always berates herself. And I'm like, will you stop doing that? And she's like, why? It was so dumb that I did that. I'm like, hey, the minute you say that, your whole subconscious is like, I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. No, I'm beautiful, right? And love yourself more. And perhaps that's what you need to hear too, that encouragement, that R&R. Maybe you're saying to yourself, you know what? I can't take a vacation. I can't do this. I have to work. I have to do so much. Guess what? I have to work and do so much too. And you know what? I had a spa day today because I'm worth it. And I know that about myself. And you also are worth it. And in order to embrace that, that's you having that relationship with you. So this card is all about you coming into you, which is really, really powerful. We're going to pull a couple angels for you to clarify that. So I hope that makes sense to you. I'm also getting out in nature would be beneficial for you. Going to the beach. I'm going to be there soon to go visit my family. I'm excited. Let me just see. And just pay attention to the way the water speaks to you. You're probably a Pisces. You're probably a Scorpio, or what's the other water sign? A Cancer, right? So, and you could also be an Aquarius if you're being drawn to that card about rest and relaxation. However, you could be any sign. It doesn't really matter. Oh, friend, these cards are perfect today. Thank you, God. Thank you, angels. Thank you, universe, multiverse, right? So all this is about freedom. So when you are allowing yourself to be yourself, like I'm doing right now, like I feel like I've held myself back for so freaking long. Oh my God, it's ridiculous. Like some days I put myself out there, and then a lot of days we retreat and put ourselves back. And I'll tell you, this card, once you put yourself out there and start taking care of you, you're going to find that everything you need comes full circle and comes back where it's supposed to be with you taking care of you. And that's what makes you free. So freedom has always been a big thing for me. That was one of the reasons I left the salon. I wanted to be free to do my own thing. And my goal eventually is to be financially free. And that's part of my goal in growing my YouTube channel. And, you know, I think that's a great goal to have, because in this day and age, we feel so burdened by the stresses of how are we going to pay this and how are we going to do that? And it's just a constant hamster wheel in our head. So if you can think about how do you free yourself from that? For me, it's horses. If you can see that beautiful horse back there, I got another one there. I have them all around my house, and they're images, they're actual paintings that horse represents to me freedom. So I hope for you, freedom makes sense and you can uncage yourself, because that's the message that the angels are trying to share with you, that you have to let go of trying so hard. You can still try hard, but you want to also take little mini respites where you can take care of yourself, because work, all work and no play, right? makes you kind of dull, and we don't want to have that. So inspiration is the next card. And I hope this inspires you. That is really my goal. Multifaceted message card pulls. So inspiration, pay attention to all that inspires you. I feel like the birds are going to inspire you. Being out in nature is going to inspire you. Maybe you're going to do some writing and that will inspire you. So maybe a lot of different things that inspire you in your life. So let that inspiration flow to you and let it be something that really lifts your spirit. Okay, so we're going to pull, let me see, we're going to do 3. Well, actually, they've maybe flipped the bottom one here. So as I looked, I was like, oh, that's what they need. Motivation. So inspiration and motivation. So hopefully this message really inspires you, motivates you to start hitting your mark, because I'm drawn there to the arrow, right? So aiming and then releasing. So it's like we have to put it out there and then we have to let it go. And when you let it go, you're going to hit that nail right on that mark where you need it. So know that that's exactly what you need right now. And I'm going to pull an angel too, little mini angel. What do we need to clarify all that for you? If you pulled number 2, simplify. You have 2 cards actually. Simplify and balance. So you just need to simplify your life. Keep things on the real even keel. If it doesn't make you happy, think of Marie Kondo. We let it go. Thank you, Marie Kondo. So simplifying your life can also look like a reminder kiss. Keep it simple, sweetheart, right? Mwah, mwah, mwah. So keep it simple. Blah, blah. Say that fast. Keep it simple, sweetheart. Oh my God, I'm cracking myself up today. The balance card. Now we have an oil called Balance. It's over there. And it's great. I use it every day to align myself, keep me grounded in love. And if that's something you need, and get the collection that I'm recommending. Not only will the balance help you, and you can just get balance if you need it, but the whole collection is one I highly recommend. So that didn't take much. What does your soul need to know? I love when they jump, because to me, that's my way of knowing that's the card. That's how spirit will work with me. So intend to dream, my friend, intend to dream. This card is a number 2. So if you put the 6 with the 2, be an 8. So that would be all about abundance for you. That's what's going to bring the abundance into your life. The more you can rest and relax, and then intend to dream. So before you drift off to sleep, intend what you want to see. I started a new manifesting process where I do some really cool stuff called mirror work. If you want to know about that, drop mirror work in the comments below. So I drop some, I drop a lot. I'll probably end up creating a video for you if you guys, if enough of you are interested. It was so awesome and it was a great way to manifest. And since these are manifesting cards, multifaceted manifestations. So this card, Intend to Dream, I would say set your intention for what it is your soul needs to know before you drift off to sleep. So something that I started, like I just began to say, right before I go to sleep, is I jot down everything I need to do for the next day so that I'm intending that it's going to get done the next day and I don't have to think about it. So I can go to bed with a clear head and actually get that R&R I need. So this card, Intend to Dream, is a number 2. Like I said, it's all about relationships too. It could be about a couple of people. And it's interesting, my hand wants to do the figure 8. So I feel like abundance again. Practice lucid dreaming to gain insight into your subconscious mind. That's just one of the things you could do. So when you're intending to dream, you can intend to dream where you can be in a lucid dream. If you don't know about that, you can check it out and Google it somewhere. There's a million different things, but make sure it's someone you feel comfortable with. But lucid dreaming, it's a dream where you can see in color. And in the dream, you're able to maneuver yourself through the dream and you're able to connect with people, do different things. You can enhance the way the dream comes together. So really powerful. So intend to dream, my friend. So now we're going to get into number 3. Who chose number 3? Okay. Number 3 is actions speak loudly. Actions speak loudly. So pay attention to actions. I feel they speak much louder than words. How someone treats you, again, goes back to Mel Robbins' book, the podcast. So how someone treats you is definitely going to affect how you need to see them show up in the world, how they show up for you in the world. And actions speak louder than words. So they do speak very loud. It's a spiritual quest. There's a lot of knowledge coming in. So express your love through actions. So again, don't say what you're going to do for someone. Just go and do it. If you miss someone, reach out and call them. If you are thinking of someone, text them. Hey, I'm thinking of you. I hope you're having a great day. If you're in a bad place yourself and maybe need to feel better, reaching out to someone else and letting those actions speak loudly will actually wholly shift your entire system. That's something I've learned personally. But knowing that, and if you have somebody that you've been disagreeing with, one of the messages today in my meditation with Spirit was that forgiveness heals. And that's such a huge message, but a lot of times we don't listen to it. But right here, they're showing the olive branch. And that's all about peace. It's about coming to a place of forgiveness and saying, I'm sorry if you did something wrong. And if you didn't do anything wrong, and again, they walked away, let them. They are then showing you what you need to know about yourself, how you feel. And if it makes you feel anything less than good, they're showing you who they are. And that's just showing you that you don't need that type of energy in your life, right? So not everybody is going to be for our best interest. And you know what? A lot of people haven't done their own healing. And how do you come to someone who has an empty cup? You can't. You just can't. If your cup is filling up because you're doing the work and they haven't done the work yet, actions speak loudly. Pay attention to that. Pay attention to what lights your soul. Drawn to the daisies on her, I guess, body. He loves me not. So again, if this is a relationship, whether it's family member, a loved one, a lover, a husband, a wife, a friend, a coworker, they either care about you or they don't. Actions speak loudly. So stop putting yourself in a place of taking things that really you don't need. If someone is treating you poorly, it's time to say, you know what? I respect myself enough to walk away. I'm going to pull a couple cards from the angels for you. And I would love to know if these cards are resonating for you. Let us know in the comments below. All right. Comfort. So the angels will comfort you through anything you're going through. I can definitely attest to that. When I was having a really difficult time, they've really been helping me. And that's who I turn to when I'm having a hard time. I go within. Maybe it's because the Pisces who I am, like I find, if I'm not feeling supported, I go inward for my own answers because it just helps me. And we all need what we need. And if you're not getting what you need, you might find it from the angels or your own higher self or your soul, because there are so many different ways you can go about that. But know that they are there. They are comforting you. But the other thing with the angels, if you don't ask for their help, they cannot give it. We have a thing called free will, and they can't cross that line. They can't go against that. So in order for them to help you, you must say, angels, please come in and be with me. Help me. I need your help. A lot of times I'll be like, God, I need your help, or angels, I need your help. But all of this begging and pleading for like, you need something, you're in the place of being needing, right? So when you're in that place, yes, they can hear you and it may come, but it will probably take a hell of a lot longer. What I've learned is when you're in that place and you want something from the spirit world or the angels or God, whatever, instead of praying like, I need this, God, I'm so grateful that you've brought me all the right people to connect me. God, friendship here is the bottom one for you that we don't see coming, right? So in asking for that comfort and asking for what it is you need, you're going to find all the right people. You're going to find your soul tribe, just like I'm finding mine, just like you guys being here. You are part of my soul tribe. Just the fact that you're here. Like I would forever put out, God, I need to find all the right people. How am I not finding them? Angels, loved ones, come on, spirit people, where are my people? And I'd hear, they haven't found you yet. And I'm like, really? The hell? I've been putting myself out there for the past 10 years. Where are they? So, and if you look, this YouTube channel has been here forever. But the thing is, I'm open to always growing. And the minute I flipped the script and started saying, and this is manifestation 101, my friends, the minute I started saying, God, thank you so much for all the beautiful people that you've brought into my life. Like they're already here. I'm in the present moment. Like it's already actually the past moment because it's already happened. So the wonderful friendships, the comfort, the people who can help me reach a wider audience. Can I just tell you the people I've been connecting with that have been connecting me? And the fact that Mel Robbins' podcast popped into my inbox this morning and made me realize I loved how she writes her emails. And that's how I want to write mine because they feel so authentic. And I never knew how to do that before. So I just recently started doing that. And if you guys would be like to be part of my email, make sure you go to the multifacetedmedium.com. And when you scroll up, like you're going to leave the page, you'll get a little pop-up. And when it pops up, You just put your information in there and I will send you my energy healing tips that will really support and help you. So again, lots of new friendships coming into your life, lots of comfort. Start manifesting in a different way and watch your entire life transform. Pull a couple little angels for you. Let's see what you need to know. Well, actually, we're going to pull one. Oh, you got two. So authenticity, really standing in your power, owning your light, right? Own your light, 110%. I always thought I was doing that too, and I wasn't. So we're all learning together, my friend. I love that. Authenticity, let yourself be light. Let yourself laugh at yourself and don't take yourself so damn serious because guess what? Nobody's getting out of here alive. Nobody. And understanding. Now, when you come to a relationship, this is what they're drawing me to. If you do need to apologize or you find someone apologizing to you and, you're just like, I don't know, take that apology because if someone takes the time to put their heart out on the line to apologize, they're sincere. If it's a sincere apology, not I'm sorry, if it's a sincere apology because you just know. If you're an empath, you're an intuitive, you're highly sensitive, in your heart if it's real or not. And if it's real, that understanding goes so far. Compassion goes so far these days. And really, everybody just needs to be kind. The world is a screwed up place when you look at it otherwise. So they're guiding me for one more for you. The bottom of the deck, which is what you don't see coming. When you do that again, freedom for you too. So lots of abundance and lots of freedom. Pull a card for you, and they're guiding me to pull the one off the top of the deck. Clairsentience. So you may find that you are someone who has gut instincts and you don't always trust them. So if you have been feeling that, this is your sign that you are definitely clairsentient. You feel things, you have a knowing about things. Trust that feeling because it will never steer you wrong. And you won't know about it until you look back in hindsight. You'll do whatever the thing is you're doing, and then you'll look back in hindsight and go, oh, wow, you know what? I'm glad I trusted that. Or if you think back to the times you had that voice in your head or that gut knowing that was like, I need to do that, and you didn't do it, guaranteed you're probably like, damn it, I should have done that. Who here can say they've done that? I mean, we've all not listened to that voice that tries to talk to us. But when we listen to it, things get out of our way, shift. It's like amazing. And we're like, wow, I knew I wasn't supposed to take that road because there was a big accident. Like you just know things. That happens to me a lot. Anybody else? So this card is a 3. So we're going to put the 4 with the 3 and we're going to make a 7. So very spiritual. This is a very spiritual card for you. So clairsentience. So allow your spirituality and your authenticity to shine. And again, if you're someone who would like to develop your gifts and abilities further, definitely check out our, it's a multifaceted soul society, but it's a community of beautiful, like-minded, open-hearted, beautiful souls, just like you, who are super supportive and really just want to be there to help each other to grow and evolve and become the best versions of ourselves that really we're here to become. That's why we're here. All right, let's get into it. Number 4. Who picked number 4? Let me ask you guys, did you pick all of them? Did anybody pick all of them? Because they may all resonate as well. Oh my goodness. These are the best cards ever. I'm just blown away. So number 8, and this card is love who you are. Number 8 is abundance. So lots of abundance. Love who you are. Love the skin you're in. So if you're someone who deals with skin issues, that's because you have issues in your tissues because you're allowing people to get underneath your skin. You don't love who you are. You have your own issues you're dealing with. And then therefore you're allowing others, because of your insecurities, you're allowing others to put their, negative 2 cents in your thoughts. And because you allow that, you're allowing that in. So again, let them say what they want to say. It all goes back to let them. And the minute you let them do that, you are being totally authentic because you're not trying to control what they think of you or what they're saying about you or to you. You're just like, did you really just say that? And when they say, yeah, I did, then you go, huh, okay. But I wouldn't even answer it right away. From the words of Jefferson Fisher, and he's another one you can follow, brilliant man who's a lawyer who helps people learn to communicate better. I will post him as well. He has a great book. I'll put it in there in the link below. It's in my Amazon shop, but you'll be able to check it out there. And he has a great podcast and a newsletter too. But what he says is when someone says something that is uncomfortable, say nothing for a couple minutes, a couple seconds. But you could also say, did you really just say that? You didn't really just say that, did you? Did you say that to hurt my feelings? But stay calm. And then the minute, give that, and when they answer and go, they might try to retract what they said, but they also might be cocky and say, yes, I did say that. Then you say this, huh, and nothing more. And that's you letting them be them and you not allowing them to come into your space and take your energy. So if you're dealing with any narcissist, that's something you can only use, but learning to love who you are, which is what I'm doing right here in this moment with you guys. I can't say I picked any of these cards, but actually number 4 was off to its side. So maybe intuitively I did, and I didn't even know it. So just the way the cards laid out, and I wasn't doing that on purpose, but I would say this is probably my card as well as yours. So if this resonates, let me know, definitely in the comments below. I love that on the top of her head, she's the ship. She's at the front of the ship. I think that's the helm of the ship. Am I saying that right? Who knows about ships? So Spirit just gave me the helm. But I feel like I want to steer my ship in the right direction now. It's like full steam ahead. Ahoy, matey. Maybe we're getting that again. So there's the ahoy, matey. There we go. So I also love that in the back here, there's a rainbow. I love that you can almost see the spirit people guiding you. It's beautiful, right? It's just a beautiful card, a beautiful depiction of all the colors. Trying to see what else I see in there. So you are a divine and wonderful person, deserving of all the wonderful things that life has to offer you. And I just want you to remember that. I just want you to know, and just for a moment, all of us, let's just do this because I think it's important. Put your hand on your heart. You might even put both hands, whatever feels good to you. I'm putting my left and then my right, but it doesn't really matter. However it feels right to you, there's no right or wrong. And just close your eyes for a minute. Take a deep breath. Take another deep breath. And one more time, take another deep breath in. And release. Open your eyes if you haven't already. And just feel how centered and grounded you feel. And I want you to say, I love you, and say your name. I'll do it with you. I love you, Lisa. You're doing a great job. And everybody's really glad that you're here. So I hope that this is really helping you guys. And I just hope it helps you to learn to love yourself more and to not allow other people to take away your voice or your power or your energy. Whitney Houston, Dolly Parton, whoever you want to say, wrote it first, but Whitney's the one I remember growing up. But love is the greatest gift. It's the greatest gift we can give. And we are the gift. We are the gift. We are in the present moment to be the gift, to be able to give and receive. Remember to love yourself, love the skin you're in. If you guys are having skin issues, I just want to say this. I created a separate channel, Angel and Oil Wellness with the Multifaceted Medium. It's linked below if you go at the bottom of the channel of channels I recommend, and you'll find the other channels on there that I recommend. But that channel is going to be a place where I start to showcase different ways that I've healed my own self. And because I was not loving the skin I was in for years, I dealt with eczema and psoriasis, and it became debilitating where I was so embarrassed. I didn't tell anybody, but I documented this, and I'm so glad I did because I'm in the process of editing it all right now. And when I put it out there, I can't wait to share it with you guys because I found some tools and tips and different little tricks and different products that I found really were supportive and helpful. And some I found weren't. And if you're interested in learning that and maybe it can help you, by all means, check out that channel. I would love for you to go subscribe now so that I have more people on there to share it with when I get it up there. So it's Angels and Oils Wellness with the Multifaceted Medium. And again, it's down below. You can also check out Penny's channel. I'm going to have some other channels coming in as we go. So trying to diversify and make things a little bit more digestible for you because I am multifaceted and I do so many different things. I want to make sure that everyone can receive exactly what they need. Understanding all this. Okay. So your angels, my friend, are peace. That's exactly what I needed today. If you do too, pay attention. The Holy Spirit, that dove up there reminds me of the Holy Spirit. That Holy Spirit is within us and all around us. And when we need to get the right words out, all we need to do is call on the Holy Spirit and say, Holy Spirit, speak through me, and back up and let go and allow the Holy Spirit to speak through you. Allow it to connect with all the right people. Allow yourself to be seen. I noticed for a long time I would hold myself back, where in conversations I would try to talk really fast because I wanted to make sure I was being heard and I didn't feel like what I had to say was valuable. And I'm learning that what I have to say is very valuable, and the right people can hear me, and those who aren't the right people can't. And I'm not here to change them. I'm here to let them. So thank you, Mel Robbins, if you're seeing this. And so guidance, my friend, pay attention to your angels. They are trying to guide you. Pay attention to everything that lights you up. They're guiding me strongly to share with you the light. You are the light, right? So pay attention to, if you're the light, you're attracted to other lights, and other lights cannot dim your light. They can, if you think of a match, right? When there's other matches in the room, it doesn't make the light more dim. It brightens it because all the matches can light off each other. So let's be like a match, and let's start a movement and really start to lift the light in the world, lift our spirits, and uplift all those who need upliftment. Okay. So thank you guys. Okay. So let's see. We got that. We have one more angel to pull for you. I hope these are resonating. Gosh, I just have major chills. And thank you to my good friend, Leah. She has a channel. It's actually linked below. She is a therapist, and she helps people who deal with narcissists. And if you are interested in learning anything about how to deal with narcissists, definitely check out my friend Leah. She's great. But I want to say a special thank you to her because she encouraged me to start putting more of these videos out. What do people need? They need pick a card videos. They want to see what's coming up in their life, showing you probabilities, because nothing is set in stone. You could turn around tomorrow and all these cards could change. And I like to share that with people. Don't live on every word that you see when you watch these card readers. They're great if it resonates when you look back in hindsight, or it might resonate with what's going on in your life now. If you're trying to make something fit, that doesn't feel good. So remember that if it doesn't resonate, it doesn't fit, it's okay. It may or may not be for you, and it may not be in that moment that you're able to receive it. And that's okay too. These are general readings, but take what you can and leave the rest. And if you decide you want to Google something that comes up with the cards, Google's great, but keep in mind that Google is someone's opinion. So if one of the angels comes up for you and you Google it and you're like, oh my God, that's scary, it's someone's opinion. So take what you can and leave the rest. If one sentence makes sense, that's all that you need to know. You don't need to know the whole shebang. Okay. So creativity is your third card. So I want you to get creative, because the way to, these cards resonate so much for me. I can't even tell you. So this is my deck that I chose, I guess. Get creative. I love all the colors. So I'm in the midst of redoing my websites and redoing everything to diversify and become more clear on my messaging and my brand and what it is I do. But I also want you to get more clear. And the more you can get out of your head and step into your light. Like, so I found all these beautiful, I want to show you this. I found all these beautiful hearts over on the river, right? The little one I showed you earlier, this big one. And then I found this, and it reminded me of an angel wing. So I thought, I'm going to paint this. And it has a shelf. I love it. It's like, I don't know if I want to put it that way or this way, but I have a whole bunch of these. And I'm like, what am I supposed to do with these? And Spirit was like, you're supposed to paint them and sell them. And I'm like, oh, really? Okay. So if people are interested in my heart works, I will be sharing them, multifaceted love rocks. I will be painting some. So if custom orders are that's something you're interested in, let me know. I love to create, and maybe you do too. So get creative, get out of your head, drop into your heart. We're going to go for a walk. We were going to do that first, but I was like, oh, my hair came out pretty good. I think I'm going to go do my video first and then go for a walk, because I thought, you know what? I have to put a hood on. It's cold out there. So get creative. So I just decided to be super creative. I hope you are too. Do you love to paint? Do you love to do things? I feel like I want to get creative with Spirit as well. Get creative in connecting with your loved ones. Get creative in connecting with the angels. How can you get creative? So think about that. I'm going to pull a final card. Well, this isn't the final. Your final will be the multifaceted manifestation. But the card for you is patience. This card comes up a lot for me, I have to say. Penny, she's growling at the neighbor's cat. So patience. This card is, oh, maybe you're creative with knitting. So that was a great card too for you. Patience, we could all use to be a little bit more patient, not only with ourselves, but around the people around us. And again, in the podcast, Mel and Oprah talk about patience in the food store or in a store standing in line, and how sometimes we lose our cool and we become very impatient. The fact that you need to be patient in life, because sometimes what we wanted, if you would have asked me how I would get to where I'm at, I wanted it the day I left the salon. Guess what? That was in 2017, right? It's almost 10 years later. Like it's probably 8 years later, but still, like we sold the salon in 2014. That's 10 years later. I stayed on, and because I was scared. I stayed on. I should have left the next day, but I was scared. So I stayed, and I wasn't really happy. You know what I mean? I loved what I did, but I wanted to move into this. So there you go, my friend. Patience will bring freedom. So lots of freedom in these cards. There's lots of abundance in those cards. I love that. There's lots of self-love and R&R. It's like a lot of taking care of yourself. So I'm going to pull a final card. Oh, we got two. All right, one. Yeah, I'm going to pull two. It's what came up. I was going to say one's going to be for somebody else, but no, they're both for you. So if anybody picked number 4, you get 2 cards. Your soul needs to know 2 important things today. And they are number 3, you need to keep a dream journal to track your subconscious thoughts and messages. So if you do not yet have a journal, this is the best journal. I love this journal. It's got a lot of blank pages, but it also shares with you how to start writing down your spirit signs and spirit messages. These are sacred signs and spirit messages from your loved ones, from the angels, from God, from the guides, whatever it is. If you don't write it down, what you'll find is you'll forget it. Like I have books upon books upon books of stories of things that have happened, and really great way too, if you're going to write a book one day, to turn your book into a book that you can write. So this is about being creative. Again, dream on. And this card is a 3, and we have an 8, 9, 10, 11. And then we have, oh gosh, this is too much math for me. Way too much math for me. It was never my strong suit. I'm a creative artist by nature. So this card is a 34. So together that would come down to a 45, and 4 and a 5 would be a 9, which is all about endings, and endings bring new beginnings. And today the card was about new beginnings and connection and growth. So dream on, keep that dream journal, pay attention to that. The other card is to get connected. So there you go, my friends, getting connected, getting spiritual protection, knowing that we're connected, directed, and protected at any given time. Literally, there's nothing you need to do to connect with all the right spirit people, all the right loved ones. You just have to be authentically you, own your light, and stand in it. And when you do, only the right things can come to you, because your vibration is so high. When your vibration is low, that's when you'll pick up lower negative energies. So spend time in nature to go out and get grounded to the earth, reconnect, right, with the energy of that beautiful earth that we live in. If these cards made sense to you, let us know in the comments below. I'm going to be doing this as often as possible, so make sure you're subscribed to my channel, and make sure you subscribe to all the channels we have down below. I have a couple friends that have some great channels as well, and it's always helpful to support. If you're a new YouTuber, post your link below. Post your, just let us know you're a new YouTuber. And guys, if you're here and you're seeing this, go check out all the new YouTubers. And if you resonate with their pages, go subscribe for them too, and let them know how you found them through me. And that's really cool, because I'm trying to shine my light so that others can shine their light. Now, if you want to see another video that helps you understand if you're trying to develop a business or maybe grow on YouTube, I have a really cool video I'm going to share somewhere around here. So check it out. If it doesn't show up here, it'll be in the links below. But it's a great video about why everybody needs to start a channel. It doesn't matter how old you are, but I think it's really important to start, because we all have something that we bring to the table that we can share. And why not educate people with who we are and what we're about, and own our light, rather than go watch some stupid TV show that means nothing. I don't even have a TV anymore. Well, I shouldn't say that. I have a TV. I have a TV. I never watch it. Never, 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 never. It's just there because there's a big mark on the wall over there. and they were going to put an air conditioner in here when I first moved in, I guess, and they never fixed it. It's in marker. So I'm like, who puts a mark on the wall? So I have to keep the TV there, but I don't watch it. I watch this computer and I usually watch YouTube. And if it's not YouTube, like learning to grow and be a better version of myself, it's usually a movie or something that lifts my spirit. So anyway, take care, brush your hair. Thank you for being here. I am Lisa, the multifaceted medium. Don't forget to subscribe and like and leave a comment. I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Oh, my hip, 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 hooray.